this exciting? Oh, yeah. If there's one thing I learned long ago, and that is good people find good people, and they're in this room. And there ain't nobody best than my wife, Jamie. Give it up for Jamie. Thank you so much. My dad is here, my brothers, my sister's coming out of surgery. My mom is not here. She's down in Ann Arbor. So, Mom, I love you. Wish you were here. I want to thank so many people, some VIPs. We've got so many that said, I'm driving 3 hours to be here. And everybody here is here because there's some way, something you believe in what I've done. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor John Cherry, two-term LG, Jim Ananek, judges. I've got friends from all over the place. Anybody from Dearborn Heights? Anybody from Genesee County? I want to say thank you. Thank you to all my labor friends, everybody who I grew up with, all my friends, my family, Kelly Indish and some nurses. That's it. Always be kind to your nurses, remember that. I got Dr. Avon Burns, my first instructor from Mott Community College, 1990. Thank you, Dr. Burns. Any educators in the house? Thank you. Grand Sheik and his brothers, thank you. I told you in 2016 to believe me and trust me, and they showed up. There are so many great people that are here. Steve Dawes, Regional Director 1D. A friend. A guy who's willing to stand up no matter what for righteousness. Mike Booth, Vice President, UW International General Motors Division. Thank you, Mike Booth. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I don't know if the Godfather, Larry Rorig's here, and Gino from AFSCME. I just want to say thank you. But in the house, we've got plumbers and pipe. There he is. I hear it. We got plumbers and pipe fitters. We got business owners. We've got students. We've got people giving me two fingers. We've got Republicans, Democrats, and independents in this house. Thank you. We got pastors. We got imams, rabbis. We've got friends from all walks of life, because that's what it's about. Can I tell you this? When I talk about good people, you can't promote a message without those people right there. These are my friends. Thank you, media, for always giving the message to people, for all that are covering it. I appreciate giving up to our media. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I've been wanting to say something for a long time, Cat Muhammad. I appreciate you. My name is Christopher Robert Swanson, and I'm running for governor for the state of Michigan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I tried to keep that a secret for 5 years. I tried. Now, one would ask, what drives somebody to want to be the governor? I get asked all the time. The AP asked why. Well, let me just tell you, for 32 years, I have worked in an environment where I've seen most people at the worst part of their day. And I'm trying to find a way with all my colleagues to give them something to look forward to, something to feel justified and feel like they have a voice. The bottom line is, if you want to ask me why I'm running for governor, because I want to help people. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. I want to help people. And when I love you, and when I talk about helping people, I knew this from a young age. When I was a little kid, you know this, Victoria, when I was a little kid, I knew that I was born to lead. I knew that I was there to just plow the fields, and whatever needs to be done, I'll take care of it. Leadership is preparing in your calm to perform in chaos. Leadership is finding solutions when you have seconds to make a decision. And that's what I've done with my career. I have chosen the role of leadership, which is a lonely road, but it's a worthy one. And the second quality is I knew as a grown up is I love to inspire. I've been a paramedic since I was 20 years old. And I knew when I'd go in front of an asthma patient, emphysema, and they couldn't breathe, and I would provide a life-saving support for them to breathe, I would see life come back in their eyes. Because at that moment, and you felt this, nothing else mattered. They wanted to breathe. Somebody who has the ability to inspire, all they want is to use their skill set to allow people to breathe. That's it. I want to lead and help people and inspire an entire generation in the state of Michigan. That's what I want to do. And by doing so, let me give you some examples. Because you want receipts. You don't want someone up here just talking. I knew when I was on the job for 30 days and a pandemic hit. And the role of the sheriff in Genesee County is also the emergency manager. And so in one day, Meals on Wheels ended, moms that needed diapers and formula, gone. We deployed the office of sheriff to fill the needs. You've got seniors that count one day to the next just to eat. But we didn't have the staff. We had people in the jail that we had to take care of. So you know what a leader does? A leader deputized 45 faith-based leaders, many of them are in the room, to just go to the community and help. I didn't know where their churches was, their mosques. I didn't care where they were. I just knew they had a heart for people. And you know what? When they knocked on someone's door and they gave that formula and those diapers, they didn't ask either. Shortly thereafter, somebody who looked like me, in a uniform like me, took a grown man's life in broad daylight. And the nation grieved. That was not who law enforcement is. And there's retired and active police in this room right now. And you and I both know that's not how we're defined. Law enforcement are good people. Women and men and moms and dads that go out every single day to give their life for others. And when I saw a grown man beg for his mother before he took his last breath, that spilled over into this community. And May 30th, we were expected to riot. But there was a better option. Instead of riot, how about we just ask what people want? And you know what? Listen to them. And that day, Hill, you were there, it was paved with the bricks of hope, and it reached billions of people that day. Billions of people. And I can tell you, when you have a message, you become a messenger. And I kept getting asked the question, what's next? What's next? And I can tell you, everybody in this room, although we may look different, come from different places, there are three things that bind us because we all have this in common. There was a time where you were given grace and you didn't expect it. You were given mercy and you didn't earn it. And you and I have been given a second chance when we didn't see it coming. And so in September of 2020, there's a catch basin of people who have generational poverty, generational incarceration, generational lack of literacy, generational addiction, and they're in jails across America. So I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to build the working class. We're going to educate people in the jail. We're going to give them hope. I learned this as a graduate student in 1998. You want to know what reduces crime? Education, value, job training, and job placement. We launched that in September of 2020. Can I tell you this? Almost 5 years later, thanks to the UW and our building trades, it is now the national standard in jails in America. National standard. It's given people hope that they've been hoping for. Can I tell you, it reduces crime by 23%. I don't know of another government program in my 32 years that reduces crime by 23%. So says Harvard, Brown, and Michigan. Just giving people an opportunity. And let me just tell you, if that wasn't enough, we assembled the greatest hearts and operators the state has ever seen to battle the fight against human trafficking. They are in this room right now. For the last 6 years, They became experts at giving people a voice, setting people free. Those operators have arrested over 200 predators, have taught thousands of people of what to look for when you have a child. It has given people their freedom back. It is known as GHOST, and it is the national standard set right here in Genesee County. Thank you for GHOST. And so just those small examples, when there's a challenge, we'll solve it. When there's a crisis, we will bring calm. And when there's an opportunity, we're going to seize it. We're going to seize it as a state for everybody, not just one. I get asked, what is your platform? My platform is simple because it's always worked. I'm going to protect, I'm going to serve, and I'm going to unify. That's what I'm going to do. And can I tell you, I'm going to protect your families. I'm going to protect your children. I'm going to protect your schools. I'm going to protect your pets. I'm going to protect the things that mean the most to you. Whether it be a mosque, a synagogue, a church, a cathedral, or a temple. You are going to be able to worship and how you worship in peace, knowing that you have a governor that will protect your community. When I took the oath of office as sheriff, you raise your right hand, you know this, and you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Michigan. So as your governor, I will protect your constitutional rights. I will protect your civil rights. I'll protect your bargaining rights. I will protect your personal rights and freedoms and your Second Amendment right. I will protect your rights. See, a governor is to enforce the laws and maintain order. The Constitution of the state, 1963, those are the only two main requirements. You know what the sheriff does? Enforce laws and maintains order with a little bit of help and value mixed in. So not only will I protect you and your families and the things that mean the most to you, I'm going to protect the economy. Because you can't do what you need to do without an economy that's growing. What does a sheriff know about economy? Well, you may not know, but I was in business at 9 years old when I bought my first pony named Molly. I hustled. And anybody works, you know what it takes to hustle. Whether you're coming up the ranks or you just get thrown into it, those that run businesses, those that understand the hard work of people, you sleep last and you get paid last. But business drives this community. So we're going to find ways to create new technology, whether it's startup software companies, whether it's AI or crypto mining or new industry. We're the Great Lakes and most of our boats are built in Indiana. Why are we not bringing manufacturing here? Find new ways and new industry, creating new jobs. We need 100,000 homes in Michigan. There is so much development. It's not just doom and gloom. There's a lot of good things happening in Michigan. We need to be prepared and ahead of the curve because there's 49 other people that are competing for it. They won't win against Michigan. Not with me. Not with me. I do know this, when you want to do something, and there's people in this room that understand it, when you want to start something great, it's an idea that boils up in your guts. And many times you just don't know where to go. You just don't know where to turn. Let me tell you, part of our growing economy is to take new ideas and make them successful. We're going to have an entire process that if you have a business idea, you're going to be able to work with the state, and we're going to walk you through every step you need to be successful. Because when your business is successful, you grow into things that other people can't. You do things that other people won't. And you feed your family, and you become your own success. That's economy. And that's a success. The Bible teaches us to be first, you must be last, and servant to all. So we're not only going to protect the things that mean the most to you, but we're going to serve people. And you know what all means? Everybody here. They may not look like you, believe like you, live where you live, grow up where you grow up, but when you serve people, You take all those things that Kai said, you put them on a shelf, and you use your heart to direct you. When you serve people, just do the right thing. But can I tell you this? The right thing is not always the easiest thing. I know this firsthand. Sometimes you got to go against the grain. But when your gut's leading you, and you see the lives and the eyes of the families that you're serving, the people that you're helping, it's worth it. Write the check. Can I tell you, the state of Michigan and Lansing will be rebranded as the Help Center of Lansing. The Help Center, with the goal in mind to create a customer service mindset. And guess who the customer is? You! Me! I want to be able to pick up the phone and talk to somebody and ask a question. And so part of problem solving is, how do you do that with 10 million people? I know, 83 sheriffs in the state of Michigan. We're going to create the first state sheriff network. It's a service network that anybody in your community, you're going to have an ambassador assigned to your sheriff from the governor's office. That you need help, go to the sheriff. And if that sheriff can't solve it, that sheriff's going to be able to pick up a phone and talk to somebody who can. Between the sheriff and the governor, we got your back. You're going to solve problems with the governor. The service mindset, it's sacrificial. It's something that demands a lot, but you got to do it. People in today's world, not only in Michigan, but across the country, have lost faith in government. They've lost faith in the system. Many times they're disappointed. I understand there's parties, but why do you think we have those Republicans and Democrats and independents in this room? We have skeptics in this room. We have people that think, I'm going to go, but I don't know what if I'm going to hear anything new. Well, I promise you this. The one thing that I'm going to add that has been missing, I've seen it live, is unity. I personally am exhausted with hate speech and division. I'm exhausted. For 32 years, those that answer 911 calls do not have a litmus test of who they go serve. They answer the call for service, and they bring people together. Unity is not to be misunderstood with uniformity. We're all different. We're all diverse. Look at the crowd. But you know what we can find through leadership? Common ground. If you create wins across the board, it may not be everything you want or everything you want, but it's more than what you had. It starts with leadership. Unity is an action. You've got to do this. You've got to be active. Can I tell you that shared sufferings, they heal wounds. They climb mountains. I can promise you that if you look to the person next to you, they're going through something. They need some help. They got things that they need help with. And leadership is able to bring that together. This campaign will not be an attack campaign. We will shine the light and inspire the next generation of political leadership. I don't need to point out what somebody did or what they did. I'm looking ahead, and we're going to do something and blaze a new trail. Thank you. Can I tell you, when you set the tone, others need to follow. I have great respect to a mayor, to a secretary of state, and a sitting senator, that they raised their hand and said, I want to do something that I know is going to cost me something. They aren't opponents to me. They're options. I promise you this, we will defend our positions, and I'll defend my history, but I will not attack. I want you to know that you cannot have unity and division at the same time. You cannot. They don't coexist. But the Swanson campaign is a bright light to give people the hope that they've been looking for. I'm going to tell you, I believe in this journey. The Lord has opened up doors that nobody can open for me. He has put me in positions with people where you heard Kai speak. Because it's not what you say, it's what you do. So I say right now, If you're a skeptic, don't listen to what I say, just watch what I do. There will be no guessing of what I'm going to do as the governor, because my entire career has been based on leadership and inspiration and hope and helping people and finding value in everybody. I believe there's value in everybody in the state of Michigan, and I'm going to prove it. Just watch. Lansing needs a fresh face, a new voice. The people are hungry for something. Can I tell you this? I'm bringing pure energy to Michigan. I'm bringing pure energy. And let me just settle something that you're probably thinking. Jamie, back me up. Yes, I'm always like this. If there's one thing I know about being a 5-time Ironman, is a race of 140.6 miles is not finished at 130.6, or even 139, or even 140.5. The race is long, but it's the one who can finish the race. And I believe that the people in this room and those watching, and those that will cast their vote in just 18 months, want somebody to join with them, because they're tough enough to win from Michigan. Tough enough to win. If you desire inside to write your name in the history books of Michigan, then walk with me. If you desire to take this moment we have and with momentum create a movement, then walk with me. I know there's people here right now that are willing to raise their hand and say, I'm ready, Swanson. Will you walk with me? Listen to this. Talk to me.
Teamsters Local 332 in Flint, myself, Dan Glass, our entire membership is walking with Swanson.
Are the iron workers walking with Swanson?
Iron Workers, Local 25, proudly endorsed Christopher Swanson for governor. We represent
Iron workers! Do we have some IBW electrical workers in here?
IBW Local 948, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers will walk with each other.
Do we have any plumbers or pipe fitters in the house?
Walking with my friend Chris.
Go Bobcats! Do we have any bridge builders, tunnel builders, and road builders, operators 324 in the house?
William Miller 324. We are walking and always will walk with Sheriff Swanson.
You got it, baby. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a simple ask. If you're ready for something new, if you're ready to have a new fresh breath with a new fresh face to go to Lansing to represent the people, then I know a guy. I know a guy. I promise you, if you trust me, I will give you everything that I have. I will give you the best of me, and I will walk with you. Let's walk! Let's walk! Let's walk!